we do have a lot of cream in the blend. So if there was any more cream in it, it would actually be an ice cream. So you can imagine the creaminess, that gives a nice coat to the mouth, and then you get the aftertaste of whiskey, because we do have a higher amount of whiskey compared to other brands. Welcome to the Ideal Home Show channel. Today I'm taking you on a flavourful journey to County Cork, Ireland, the home of Five Farms Irish cream. Crafted in small batches and made from the richest dairy cream, Five Farms is all about capturing the heart of Ireland in every sip. Whether you're pouring it over ice or adding a splash to your favourite dessert, you'll taste the quality and care in every drop. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell to explore more artisan products. So I'm here today to chat to you about Five Farms. It's their product from County Cork. It's been on the market for about 8 years now. It was first launched in the US. The founder, Johnny Hart, is from Donegal, and he was trying to source Irish cream that is back to the authentic recipe that our ancestors used to use. Really high quality cream, really high quality whiskey blended together, and a lot of whiskey at that. So Johnny went out to source where he could find that top quality dairy and distillery all in the one area of Ireland, and it brought him to County Cork. So Johnny's been working in the alcohol industry his whole life. So he finally was able to bring his expertise to life in this project, and this brought to life in this bottle here, Five Farms. So once launched in the US in 2017, it was a huge success. It actually was in a few shops around Kansas City, where there was a really famous Irish retail shop, and she actually had to raffle off the last few bottles because it was so popular. So once Johnny heard that, he was like, okay, maybe we're onto something here. So we brought it across to Ireland and slowly spread through Europe. And now we're pretty international. And we've been in the UK the last 2 years. So it's going well, and just love getting people to taste it, because it really is a liquid to lips product. Once people taste it, they are pretty much sold. So Five Farms is a true Irish cream liqueur. So that means to be an Irish cream liqueur, you need a minimum of 1% Irish whiskey blended with their cream. So we have 10% Irish whiskey in our blend. So that would be 10 times more the industry average. And then our cream is also very, very important in this product. So the name Five Farms comes from the 5 family-owned farms where we source the milk. So it's the same cows, the same farmers the whole time. They're generation-old farms, and they're all very passionate for the craft. So you go around, and the farmers have so much to tell you about the cows. Every time we go down to visit the farms, they give you updates on them. They've really high-tech farms. So one of the farms, the O'Mahony farm, they have nearly describe it as like a little Apple Watch for their cows. So each cow has a little gadget on their ear, and it tracks their water intake, how much they're sleeping, and it's all brought together in an app. So he's able to gauge how his cattle are doing and go out, and if anything's flagged, it pops up and he can check in on them. So they really do live the life down there. It's right on the coast of Cork, and the North Atlantic drift hits Cork in that exact area. So the temperature is quite warmer, a few degrees warmer throughout the whole year compared to the rest of Ireland. So the cows can stay out grazing for more of the year. So that means we can produce more during the year, because it's 100% grass-fed cows we use. Also, the sea air gives the grass a nice salty taste, so the cows really love it. I always said if I was ever a cow, I would like to be one of them. So the tasting notes for this is you first get hit with the real high quality cream. We do have a lot of cream in the blend. So if there was any more cream in it, it would actually be an ice cream. So you can imagine the creaminess, that gives a nice coat to the mouth, and then you get the aftertaste of whiskey, because we do have quite a higher amount of whiskey compared to other brands. So you do get that warmth of the whiskey coming through. And then the only thing that we source outside of the county of Cork is the Madagascar vanilla. So you do get undernotes of vanilla in there. And then there is some butterscotch notes as well. So it is really creamy with vanilla butterscotch notes, which are, delicious. So our brand ethos is really going back to the farm. So it's a farm to table product. We want to stick to, the authentic recipe of our ancestors. We focus on sustainability a lot. So obviously the glass bottles, we do encourage people to reuse the bottles once they're done with the product. We've seen people use it for a vase of flowers, put a candle in it. People make their own cordials, kombuchas, ferment veg, because it is an airtight glass container. So it really is so versatile. We also we want to encourage our farmers, which they're already great at, to stick with the sustainability plans, join focus groups, and they really have so much initiatives already included in their processes that it does really help with their brand ethos, and is what we stand for, is just sustainability and taking it back to the farms. So the typical serve for an Irish cream would be just over ice. I would recommend just chilled. So sometimes when the ice melts, it can kind of water down the taste. So what we kind of encourage is just straight from the fridge, pour it out. Grating coffee, cold or warm, over ice cream. A famous cocktail that would be used with Five Farms is an espresso martini. Really, really delicious. We've loads of recipes on our website, and you can kind of just make one up as well. It is very versatile. And then baking, it's quite popular for making cheesecakes, creme brulee, certain icings. Tying back to the packaging is something that's really important to translate how authentic and high quality these products are. And that's what Johnny, when he was, making up the brand plan and, kind of brainstorming his ideas, he really wanted to translate the product in the packaging. So he thought of using the old style milk bottles, so that you kind of initially, when you see it, you think, oh, milk, dairy, high quality dairy. And then it's also, a play on the farm and back to our ancestors again. And then when shipping, they come in crates of 9. And that is like how the old milk bottles used to come. So it's a perfect square box. And it is a brown cardboard box as well, which is another tie-in on the sustainability that we try include in every aspect of the brand. So it comes in crates of 9, just to kind of a fun, different thing for the play on the old milk bottles, yeah. So the process for creating Five Farms, it starts on the farms. So there's a milk truck that comes from the local co-op. It's called Barry Row Co-op, so that all the farmers are part of that. So that truck comes around, collects the milk from the Five Farms. They're all within 5-10 minutes of each other, all right on the coast. So it's kind of like in a loop, easy for him to go around and collect the milk. Then he brings it back to the co-op where it's stored. And then the whiskey is collected from West Cork Distillery, that's in Skibbereen. And then it's all blended up in an ice cream factory. Well, it's a dairy factory, but they make a lot of ice cream there, up in North Cork in Silver Pale. So that's where the whole thing is blended together. Because it is a dairy product, you need to have the perfect industrial applications and everything, the pipes, everything need to be able to handle the cream. So going to an ice cream factory was something that we could do that. So that's all blended there. And then it is bottled back in West Cork. From milk collection on the farms to bottling is all done within 48 hours. So it's a very farm to table product, and it shows, just the freshness of the product. Okay, some top tips when you are looking to source an Irish cream is to, first of all, look at the packaging. So the labels, the package itself, the glassware, that all kind of translates what is inside the bottle. Secondly, you can look at recent awards the brand has won. You can look at judges' tasting notes, see what you like. If you're looking to make cocktails, you can see on the brand's websites which kind of cocktails you'd like, and if they have them recipes, you can go along. But also pricing as well is another easy one, simple. If you look at a premium price, you can expect a premium product. So they're my top tips. Okay, so what makes us an artisanal product is something that allows us to be quite unique. So it's from when the farmers are, working with the cows, to the bottling process, to making the glass. Everything allows the craftsmanship to come into play and just makes us unique and sets us apart from other brands. Thanks for watching and learning more about the story behind Five Farms. If you'd like to try it for yourself, you can find out where to purchase a bottle and more about our process at fivefarmsirishcream.com. Check out the description for more brilliant flavours and expert tips right here on the Ideal Home Show channel. And remember to like, subscribe and hit that bell.